Some people tap their feet, some people snap their fingers, and some people just sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together, I guess.
And now here is Elvis Presley.
I got news for you, baby.
So excited, I can't wait.
I think Presley was a star.
Well, heard the news.
Oh, he's such a sexy person. He will always be the king no matter what.
Hello, dear viewers. I always love to read your reactions in the comment section below the video. Last month I read an observation of a viewer which I would like to share with you because it was an eye-opener to me. Here it is. Dolly Parton told in an interview with BBC Radio 2 that Priscilla said to her that Elvis sang "I Will Always Love You" when they were walking out of the courthouse after their divorce. This story was copy-pasted on many social media outlets. Fact is that Elvis and Priscilla were in the courthouse on October 9, 1973, when their divorce was finalized. "I Will Always Love You" was released on Dolly Parton's 13th solo album Jolene in February of 1974. Priscilla could never ever have heard this song before the divorce. How would she know that Elvis was singing her the Dolly Parton song? It just doesn't make any sense at all. Elvis may have said "I will always love you" to Priscilla, but he never sang the famous song to her. Dolly recorded the song 4 months before Elvis's divorce, but she never sent Elvis her recording. Elvis wanted to record the song only when it became a hit single, and that was in 1974, a year after his divorce. And that is the time frame when Colonel Parker demanded the publishing rights to the song. We all know that story. The conclusion is that Dolly Parton's second most developed body parts are her ears. She heard perfectly the sentence Priscilla told her. The facts show, and I put it mildly, that Priscilla's memory shows signs of amnesia. My name is Emiel Maier, and you are already a fair bit into the Elvis Presley News Report of November 2023. In the Elvis Presley News Report of September, I quoted managing partner of Graceland, Joel Weinschenker. He said that in about 2.5 years away from now, another Elvis movie would be released. Now, I don't know if he was referring to this next news item, because Baz Luhrmann has announced a new project called Elvis Unseen Footage. Luhrmann posted a video of a Warner Brothers box of Elvis outtakes, followed by raw 1970 footage of Elvis filmed during That's the Way It Is in Las Vegas. Baz captioned the post with, "I know so many of you have been wanting to hear, but it's true, we have found reels and reels of never before seen footage of Elvis on tour, and that's the way it is. Stay tuned."
How the spirit of Graceland has finally come to the UK. A new exhibition featuring the most significant Elvis memorabilia ever to leave Memphis is about to open in London.
As a performer, the King reigns supreme. His hair, his hips and his voice made Elvis Presley one of the most famous men in the world. Now, nearly 5 decades after his death, artefacts from his historical home Graceland are going on display in the UK.
Elvis had the it factor. He was very confident not only in the way he presented himself, but in his style of music. It all came natural to him, so I think the authenticity is what people were attracted to and still are attracted to today.
Though he was loved globally, Elvis only visited the UK once, in 1960, landing at Glasgow's Prestwick Airport during a stint in the US military. But now he's back, sort of, with people getting the chance to see inside the King's cupboards, his garage, and even his wallet. some items more fashion-forward than others.
Angie, tell me about this belt. I see diamonds, I see rubies,
It's a lot of gold. This is the international belt that Elvis received from shattering all the attendance records in Las Vegas history. You could often see him wearing this in photographs, press conferences, and even in the Oval Office when he met President Nixon.
I can't move, I can't sing.
A whole new generation of fans discovered Elvis when this feature film hit the big screen last year. Chris's love goes back a little further, all the way to 1957. Even as an avid collector, he's excited for the new exhibition.
I will probably go quite a few times. If you don't feel it, you can't explain it, but I'm sure most Elvis fans will know exactly what I'm talking about. You're getting close to something that belonged to him. It's special.
A musical legacy that continues to grow, and with a display of 400 bits of memorabilia, Elvis is firmly back in the building. Rishi Davda, ITV News.
Baz Luhrmann's 2022 Elvis movie starred Colonel Tom Parker as the villain. In the upcoming Priscilla movie, it looks like Elvis is the villain in the story. Now let's take a step back and look at the relationship of Elvis and Priscilla in the 1960s. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that with a 10-year age gap, their relationship was destined to go wrong. If you are 50 and 60 years old, an age difference of 10 years is not a problem. But when you are in your teens or early 20s, you are still in your formative years, and it is at that age that people develop. I never understood at all why Elvis and Priscilla dated. They were never equal in their relationship. In my opinion, a woman like Anne Margaret would probably have been a better partner for Elvis. We never know for sure, but she would have given him more resistance. She was in the same industry as Elvis and knew what forces were at play and how to deal with them. What I do know is that Priscilla in her youthfulness and inexperience could do little for Elvis in the time they were together. It was a mismatch from the start. This movie will not change my admiration for Elvis. He too had his faults, like we all do, and it shows that he is a human. But this movie does not take away the fact that he was an extremely charismatic and talented singer. Almost 50 years after his death, he still is a force in the music industry, and he still is regarded as the king of rock and roll. This movie will not change this for me and the many, many fans from all over the world.
Hi. What's your name?
Priscilla.
You like Elvis Presley?
Of course. Who doesn't?
What are the kids listening to these days?
Bobby Darin, Fabian, and you.
Just what is the intent here, Mr. Presley? You got women throwing themselves at you. Why my daughter?
Well, sir, I happen to be very fond of your daughter. She's much more mature than her age.
21!
22. That's 22. You don't have to worry about it. Black hair and more eye makeup.
I don't know if I like it.
What do you mean you don't know if you like it?
He's not like you imagine. You know, there's a lot of rumors about you.
Was there something you're hiding?
I don't have a goddamn thing to hide. I need a woman who understands that things like this might happen. Are you gonna be here or not?
I want a life of my own.
Hello everybody, it's trivia time. And in last month's trivia, I asked you 3 questions. In each assignment, I showed you 3 images that represented words that appear in the lyrics of the song. Based on those images, you had to guess the song title. Now, Elvis is going to give you the correct answers. He starts with the easy one.
Little Joe was blowing on the slide trombone. Number 47 said to number 3, if you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair.
The second assignment was a bit more difficult.
Well, I've never been to England, only made it out to Needle, but I've been to Oklahoma.
And the last one was really difficult.
Work the sandpaper, hammer that nail, tote that paintbrush.
This month the trivia is made by Jesper from Denmark, who works as a graphic designer for his advertising company JK Reclame. He has also made the logo and the lettering for my channel. Jesper has made 2 trivia questions. We start with an easy one now, and further on in the video I'll show you the difficult one. He has made 4 pictograms. 3 of them represent an Elvis song from the 50s, 60s and 70s, and 1 pictogram is not an Elvis song. The trivia question for this month is: name the number of the pictogram that does not represent an Elvis song. Good luck, everybody! In the movie Argyle, a new remix of Suspicious Minds is being used. I am very curious to hear the full version. Apart from 2 reprints, a regular black vinyl edition of From Elvis Presley Boulevard and the 3 CD box of the His Hand in Mine sessions, the only new Follow That Dream release is the 3 CD 5-inch digipack Summer of '76. This set features 3 1976 concerts: Charleston Afternoon Show July 24, Springfield Evening Show July 29 and Hampton Roads Afternoon Show August 1st. This set comes with a warning, as this 3rd tour of 1976 was one of Elvis's worst. Starting just 10 days after Elvis fired Red and Sonny West and Dave Hebler, he was not in a good way. Elvis sounds exhausted on the Hampton Roads August 1st show, and many fans consider it one of his worst performances ever. The only song of interest is a rough version of Return to Sender, but that version is already released by FTD. As promised in the Elvis Presley News Report of October, I have found more details concerning the upcoming FTD release, Elvis Now in Person 1972. This set provides a detailed chronicle of Elvis's career between January and April 1972. The set contains 2 books that are written by David English and Paul Granlund and are titled From Las Vegas to Buffalo and The April Tour. The set further contains 4 CDs and a 33 RPM vinyl EP. Follow That Dream Records will also accommodate fans who cannot purchase this expensive set by releasing the 4 CDs of music in 2024 as an audio-only box set. The highest paid Elvis item at the Gotta Have Rock and Roll auction of September 24 was this owned and film-played Gibson acoustic guitar that was used in Blue Hawaii and GI Blues. Elvis would usually take home his movie-used guitars, and this guitar ended up in the collection of Charlie Hodge. The guitar is stamped inside property of the Paramount Prop Department, and Elvis's name is stamped inside. After 16 bids, it was sold for $82,000. Here is the second trivia assignment for this month. I am going to help you just a tiny bit by telling you that the 1950s pictogram represents a song from the $1 Million Quartet recording. In last month's report, I announced the Love Me Bartender concept. The Memphis Tourism Board hopes that people will visit Memphis after getting a taste of Elvis's Jungle Room.
An Elvis Presley pop-up opens in Chicago today. The five-star bar on West Chicago Avenue has been reimagined as Elvis's famous Jungle Room. Wood paneling, 70s furniture included. There are also Elvis-themed cocktails, a photo booth, and more. The pop-up is open only today and tomorrow.
Better get on over there. It goes to 11 p.m., so you got time.
I wonder if there's a cocktail called Love Me Tender. I'd drink it.
Do some research. Go on over there and find out.
People who read Jerry Schilling's book Me and a Guy Named Elvis know of the story that Elvis, after taking a ride on Jerry's Triumph 650 Bonneville bike in the summer of 1965, was so impressed that he immediately ordered 9 for himself and his friends. Presently, there are no formal records of these 9 motorcycles after the summer of 1965. Triumph Motorcycles is launching an appeal to motorcycle enthusiasts worldwide to help locate or uncover the fate of these bikes. If you have any information related to the whereabouts of these historic bikes, then please contact them via this email address, elvistriumph@triumphmotorcycles.com. That's all for this month. Hope to see you next time. Until then, have a happy Elvis Presley Day.